Howdy y'all, this is Ricky with Walden Brothers Racing, coming to you from the shop. As you can see behind me, I've got the Funky Monkey kind of scattered, torn apart. Had a transmission fluid leak that was coming from the shift shaft seal, so I've already repaired that. I should have took some footage, but I didn't, but either way, so we're gonna see how long it takes for me to put this pig back together, so to speak. And I got the transmission over there on the stand, and I've got the engine laying here on the floor, and I plan on putting it back in the Vega. So either way, I got my Mountain Dew, so I'm ready, to get started, and got my rubber gloves. So enough chit chat. Now you're going to watch me put the Vega back together. So enjoy. I don't do hurry, by the way. Well, I don't know how long it's been, but either way, motor and transmission, it's all bolted in and secured. What I'll do is I'll go through and I'll retorque all the fasteners again, make sure they're all torqued down real good. Next, I guess, so basically is I'll put the cooler lines on there for the transmission, and I got some shatter shields in there that I need to put on the transmission. Safety issue, and then the headers and the radiator, and then carburetor, put the front clip back on, and that'll be that. So anyway, now that I've wasted probably 2 hours at least hooking the transmission cooler lines back up, and the protective shatter shield that goes around the transmission. It just takes forever, and probably because I've got the cooler lines that I run are steel. They're solid steel, and they're not that flexible braided stuff. If I had the flexible braided stuff, it'd probably be a lot more easier, but I got the solid steel line in there, and I got it all riveted to the frame, and it's just a pain in the butt. So, but anyway, so now that I've saved you all that time of wasted airspace, so to speak, back to putting the Vega back together. Just need to adjust this down a little bit so you can see the front. I didn't know that. So, but anyway, so now I'm just, I guess we're going to just put her together. So, enjoy. Well, looks like I'm back. Yesterday I got so far, and then I really got hungry, and I decided to go into town and get me some Wendy's, get me a Baconator, and it ended up being like 2.5 hours I was gone. So when I came back, I ate, felt lazy, and didn't feel like working. And, next thing I know, I was asleep. So that's the way it goes. Anyway, so we're going to see if we can finish up putting together the Vega here, and I don't know. We might start it. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I'd kind of like to take it down and to the car wash and just wash it off real good, because she's been sitting for a little bit. She got some dust on her and still some water or rubber, whatever you want to call it, from the water box when we was out racing last time. So, but anyway, on we go. Putting these rubber gloves on because it try to keep me from not getting as dirty. But so we've obviously got the motor and transmission in, got the drive line back in, got the transmission cooler lines hooked up, got the shifter cable hooked up, got the shatter shields for the transmission in there. So next I'll probably install the exhaust, and then we'll do the radiator and hook up the rest of the stuff. Carburetor running somewhere around here. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop it there because I've got no 110 octane racing fuel, and that's what this beast runs off of, and I don't want to use anything less. I need to get a thermostat housing gasket, which I'll probably end up kind of making. I think I've got some gasket material around here, so I'll probably just make one. And yeah, and I need to charge the battery up. I don't know when the last time was that I charged it. So we're going to call that good for now. I have to put on the front tires, obviously, retorque all the wheels, check the air pressure in all the tires, check the oil level, add transmission fluid, make sure the transmission is at the correct fluid level. Put that thermostat in there. And we don't run antifreeze because it's bad for the track. If something happens and you get antifreeze on the track, it takes 45 minutes to get that stuff cleaned up. So I run just basic water, and so I'll have to add water to it, and fuel, and yeah, charge the battery. Then it'll probably be race ready, at least for some testing and tuning anyway, to make sure I've got all the transmission fluid leaks fixed, and make sure there's no oil leaks or fuel leaks. So, but anyway, I'm gonna bid you adieu. So from the shop, be safe. Well, we're back. I got some racing fuel, got some 110 octane Sunoco racing fuel, and so we should be able to start the vehicle up today. It's really cold, well, colder than normal. It's 47 degrees, and I think that's cold, but some places you might not. But either way, it's pretty cold to me. But either way, so I got the fuel and got the thermostat, and which I had to order because you know they don't stock stuff anymore. But anyway, they had the thermostat gasket. But either way, so I got to put the thermostat in there. Put the thermostat on. Forgot to get new hose clamps, but either way, I'll use the old hose clamps. We'll go ahead and put some H2O in it, and I'll put the 110 in it. Oil level's already good. I've already checked that, and we're just now putting transmission fluid in it, so we'll check that after we get it running. But hopefully I can finish putting this together and we can hear it run. I've got the battery charger on there right now, so shouldn't have a problem with that. But either way, here we go. Yeah, I already got my go-go juice, and so yeah, let's see if we can put this together. She's bone dry. Probably only put like, I fill it halfway full because I don't know, next time I'm going to the racetrack, if I fill it all the way up, it'll probably all evaporate out, so I just fill it halfway full. And this can of 110 cost me $74. And last time we were at the racetrack, and it's 5 gallons for $74. Last time I was at the racetrack, it's $8 a gallon. So I can buy fuel for almost half the price at the racetrack, but the racetrack is 2 hours away. So, in fact, the racetrack is 2 hours away, whichever racetrack I go to. But here from the shop, I like to take my car to Mocaine Dragway in Asbury, Missouri. And my brother, he likes to take his car to Sallisaw. That was our last trip, was to Sallisaw. He likes to make trips to Tulsa and Centerville, which is in Arkansas. And of course, Sallisaw is in Oklahoma, and Tulsa, of course, is in Oklahoma, you know. So if you guys watch any reality TV, you know, drag racing, a lot of times Tulsa is where they're at when they're in Oklahoma. Well, a few of them. But anyway, yeah, let's get going. I've got a regular gas can that I use to put fuel in the race car. It's just a regular 5-gallon gas can, but it's not here at the moment. And I'm usually, the car is usually down here, you know, so I've got a lot of room, but right now I don't have a lot of room. So I might spill some, but let's just see if we can, yeah, shit, I need a funnel. I need a better funnel than that. Anyway, find a funnel, because that thing's gonna spill all over the place. As you can see, I really didn't prepare myself to make this video, but you know, that's okay. I'll probably just zoom through all this anyway, and you won't even know. I mean, I don't have any tools laid out. I had to go grab my toolbox, and so the funnel's all dirty. We'll get it cleaned up real good. Still gotta go. and get the water. That's good enough. Good enough. Maybe this will help not make such a big mess. Got a little bit of like foam inside there that can help filtrate the fuel. If I can get it above that, then I can see the level. Make sure everything's all right. There we go. We got some fuel, it's good. Nothing weird floating around in there, so. Thought I'd give it a little time for that silicone to sit up on that thermostat housing. So it's probably been maybe 10 minutes or so. Let me go get some water. Jug of water, Culligan drinking water. The only thing I put in my Vega, just normal tap water. Just a couple of gallons. It should be enough for what we got. If I need more, I'll go get more. But anyway, I gave it a little time for the silicone to hopefully cure a little bit. But either way, I'm kind of getting antsy, so I'm going to go ahead and put it together. So. It'll probably leak anyway, because last time I had to do like 3 gaskets, and then I finally went down and bought some gasket material and made my own, and it worked. So, anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and add the water now, and put the hose on afterwards. Hopefully it will help expel any air that might be trapped in the block. They call it burping, is what they call it. Now we're good. Basically, I left out the radiator hose off so I could fuel it, with the water or coolant. And once it got into the block, hopefully with the water coming in from the bottom, it'll push all the air out to the top, which would be the thermostat. So hopefully we got all the air out, but even if we didn't, there's not going to be a pocket in there big enough to cause any problems. As soon as I hit the water pump and it heats up, thermostat will open, it'll all flow and everything will be fine. So, yeah. And usually, when you're doing it with race cars or anything off-road, so to speak, they have a double clamp rule, which, like your upper radiator hoses, you'll normally have one single clamp on one end and one on the other. Double clamp means you have 2 clamps on each end, just as more of a safety issue, leaks, things like that. Because you don't want anything on the track. There's always going to be water on the track, because whenever you're driving your car, after the fuel runs through the engine and it combusts, the byproduct of it is actually water. And if you haven't noticed, but sometimes when you're at the stoplight and you look at the car in front of you, you'll actually see water coming out of the tailpipe. And that's normal. That's just part of it. But anyway, as to back on the track, you don't want oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze. You don't want any debris on the track, and that's why double clamping is just a safety issue to make sure that you don't have any leaks that are going to hurt you or hurt your competitor, because you don't want that. You want safety on the track. Anyway. I'm gonna actually leave Gotta turn the power on. Whoa! Well, that just indicated that the radiator fan is working and the electric water pump is working as well. So I forgot I had that button on. Go ahead and check the headlights here. Oh, there they go. I had to unplug all that stuff, take the front end off. My dash lights are working. Tail light is working. I got a tail light. You need a tail light on your vehicle if you're racing, because when it gets dark, you have to have that tail light on so they can see you when you're down at the end of the track and make sure that you're safe, that kind of thing. So here's the main thing I'm concerned about is the fuel pump. So make sure we don't have any fuel leaks. We keep the fuel pump on. No fuel leaks, so I think we're good with that. Go ahead and shut it off. So all that seems to be working. Let's see if we can. I'm not going to start it, I'm just going to turn it over to see if it cranks over. Over. So my neutral safety switch is good. Obviously my push button start switch is good. So all those features are right. I'm actually going to put it in reverse. So yeah, there. So the neutral safety switch is working. It doesn't start in reverse. It might start in neutral. I never tried it. No. Okay, that's good. So the neutral safety switch is based on it being in park. So now we're back in park. I got the fuel pump primed. So I think I'll go ahead and we'll just see if we can start it. I'm going to open the door in case it does. Oh man. I guess that's what happens when you leave your door shut all winter. But anyway, all right, let's see what happens. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's got a little rumble thumble to it, you know, so hell, I had a bracket holding this thing on here. Anyway, here we go. All right. Did not think that was going to happen, but anyway, it happens. Let's try it again. You stay there, all right? I just saw my breath. Either way, she started. That's good. I'm going to check it now to see if there's any more fuel leaks, any more coolant leaks. I need to check that transmission fluid level because, you know, the car hadn't been started in forever, so we just had the transmission out and the pan off, and I replaced that shift shaft seal, and that's what this all led to, was the transmission was leaking fluid. But either way, yeah. All right, well, she seems to be ready for the track. Hopefully, at least I am. That's where you're going to get your real test. Take it to the track, test her out. That way you know for certain what's going on, you know, and either way. So I want to call it a do for this one. So I wanted to give a shout out to somebody that surprised me while I was filming. Actually, I had just stopped filming, and Brandon and his wife or girlfriend, whichever, I believe he said he was from Illinois. He's working on a 64 Ford Galaxy. He was looking for some car parts, and he just stopped by here. I'm over here at the car. I had just stopped recording, and he's knocking on the door, and I just yelled, "Yo, come on in!" So anyway, and he come in, and I didn't know who he was. And anyway, good luck with that project, and I hope you find all the parts you need. Either way, I'm going to just end this video. I'm going to clip it all together, but I plan on putting this on the trailer and taking it to the car wash and getting it washed up. But either way, I'm going to call it good for this video, and see you at the track.